Welcome back to Picks and Gravy. Ho, ho, ho edition. That's right. Week number 6, Christmas Eve. And we're coming off our first ever guest last week as Matty Fitz joined us and went head to head with old Eddie B. And I got to announce it. My man got me. That's right. He got me by 2 games, 43-20 to 41-22 myself last week. But I will announce I got the Gravy Locks 3-1 for the 5th consecutive week in a row. Matt himself, he only got 2 for 2 on the Gravy Locks last week. So this week we're diving into a very short weekend of sports. As you know, it's Christmas weekend and there's not very much going on. So we won't have all 4 Gravy Locks this week. We will have only 2 and just a few things to talk about. Let's dive right into the only basketball game on the college world that will be going up this weekend. How about DePaul at Creighton? We will take Creighton. That's going to be our only college basketball game. Therefore, no Gravy Locks. Now, over on the college football world, same story. We only got 2 games to pick from this week. First game is going to be the Hawaii Bowl. That's right. Middle Tennessee will be taking on San Diego State, and we're going to take San Diego State in that one. Then the second bowl game, how about New Mexico State taking on Bowling Green? Most people don't know much about Bowling Green, but we'll keep an eye on that one. Our pick, New Mexico State. So therefore, 2 games in the college football world that we're picking this weekend. We'll definitely have a lot more bowls to pick next week on Picks and Gravy number 7. So make sure you guys check that out next week. Make sure you guys are checking us out. E's and B's podcast each and every Friday, wherever you listen to your podcast at. And of course, we're coming to you live each and every Saturday morning right here. Picks and Gravy. That's right. All right, keeping things going. Over on the pond, no games this weekend, so we won't be picking any NHL this week, but we will be picking those Christmas Day NBA games. Make sure you guys check those out. A lot of good games lined up there tomorrow. Here, let's start off with the first one. The Philadelphia 76ers will be traveling to the New York Knicks. We're going to take the home squad in that one. Then game number 2, how about the LA Lakers? They'll be taking on the Dallas Mavericks. I think we're going to have to stick with Luka in that one and take the Mavericks. Then move on over to Minnesota, traveling back out east to Boston. That's right. The Bucks and the Celtics. Man, that's going to be a good game. Possibly, maybe the Eastern Conference Finals preview. We'll have to wait and see on that. But I'm taking the home squad once again for that, the Celtics. Then the game number 4, how about the Memphis Grizzlies? They're hot right now. They're moving out west to the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors, they always perform on Christmas Day. I think too much Warriors for those Grizz. I'm taking the Warriors in that one. Now, last but not least, our Gravy Lock of the week. That's right. Going down right here in our home state of Denver. It's going to be the Phoenix Suns taking on the Denver Nuggets and the reigning, defending MVP. That's right. Joker is on fire right now. My man balling, and it is our Gravy Lock. We are taking the home squad, Denver Nuggets. So once again, looks like we're taking all home squads on the NBA side. Check that out tomorrow. Christmas Day basketball like it is each and every year. We cannot wait. All right, last but not least, games that are going to be kicking off here real soon today and tomorrow, NFL style, all weekend long. We've been waiting on this. How about game number 1? It's the Saints versus the Browns. We're going to say Deshaun keeps rubbing it out and putting it on them as they get another win. The Browns win that one. Then the Bengals will be traveling to New England in some sketchy weather, possibly. I think the Bengals still too powerful for the cheaters. I'll take the Bengals in that one. Then we'll travel to Chicago. That's right. The Buffalo Bills. They'll be taking on the Bears. The Bills, or should I say the Chokes, they're going to continue keeping things rolling, even though they got lucky last week. Refs won that game for them. This week, they won't need the refs. They got the Bills over the Bears, hands down. All right, then next game, we got the Giants at the Vikings. Vikings, wishy-washy. We know this. But the Giants are desperado. They need this game to stay alive in the playoff race. I'm still rolling with the home team. Too much Kirk Cousins and Jefferson. Vikings win that one. Next game up, it's the Smoking Hot Lions. They'll be traveling to the Carolina Panthers. And folks, this is our NFL gravy lock of the week. That's right. We are sticking with those smoking hot Lions. It's the brand new Lions, as they'd say on the Pat McAfee show. Make sure you guys check that out each and every day. It's one of my favorite things to watch. But we will take the Lions big in Carolina there. And then next game up, we've got the Seahawks. They'll be traveling out here to Kansas City. Chiefs, they're still rolling. We take the Chiefs in that one. Now, next game, I put upset alert on. That's right. Keep your eyes on this one. Interconference, big game for one team. The other team just proving they can play. How about the Texans? They're traveling to Tennessee. Big game for those Titans. I've got the Texans, who have been playing amazing football here recently. I take them in Tennessee as our upset this week. Keep your eyes on that game. Then the Atlanta Falcons traveling to another sketchy weather game in Baltimore. Maybe too much wind for those Falcons. The Ravens keep the ball on the ground and get a win when they need one. Ravens big at home. Then Washington, they'll be traveling from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. That's right. They'll be taking on the red hot 49ers. Too much Purdy. That's right. It's going to be a Purdy one for the 49ers as they knock off the Washington Commanders. Then the Eagles in the game of the week. Everybody will have their eyes on this one. That's right. It's the Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowgirls. Big game here for the Cowgirls as they must win this one to possibly have a chance to even win this division, but to see where they land in those playoff rankings, they need this win. And the big news, no Hurts. Hurts will not be playing this week, so big game in Dallas. We'll take the Cowgirls. The Raiders, they're traveling out east to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers right now have been winning some really good games recently. I got to say, they're going to keep it going as the Raiders are just not the team we thought they were. Steelers at home, that's my pick. Then let's switch it up to Christmas Day. Ho, 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 that's right. Santa has already came down, and he's about to drop some more presents because we got the first game on Christmas Day in my favorite team. That's right, the Miami Dolphins. They have the Green Bay Packers traveling down south to see if they can hang with Tua and the two fastest receivers in the game. That's right, Hill and Waddle. I got to say, folks, I'm sorry, I'm a homer. I know it, but we have to win this game, and we will win this game because we should have won last week. The refs yanked that one. They're not going to do it to us 2 weeks in a row. Dolphins, big time, over Packers. Let's go, Fins. All right, then we got the Broncos traveling out to L.A. That's right. The Broncos will be taking on the Rams and Baker Mayfield's third installment. Is there enough tape on him to maybe slow him down like they did last week again? Or will the Denver Broncos get another victory as they pulled one off last week? I've got the Broncos in that one in an upset kind of right here next on Sunday. Next up, it's going to be the last game on Christmas Day, Christmas night. It's the Buccaneers traveling to the Arizona struggling Cardinals. Folks, I got to say, Tom Brady needs this game more than he ever needed anything. But with the breaking news this last week of the new girlfriend, I think he plays better than we expect on Christmas night and sends the Buccaneers home with that big Christmas W. I take the Bucs on that one. And then last but not least, on Monday, the last game of the week here in Picks and Gravy, it will be the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll be traveling to the Indianapolis Craps. The Colts, we know, gave up the biggest lead ever in NFL history last week to the Vikings. This week, Jeff Saturday says it's not Saturday, it's not Sunday. We win on Monday. I've got the Colts at home rebounding off it after an embarrassment last week. I know you guys think I'm crazy, but that's what I got. That's my picks this week on Picks and Gravy, presented to you by E's and B's Podcast. Make sure you guys check us out. Hit that subscribe button right down there. Tell a friend, tell a member, tell somebody about the podcast and Picks and Gravy each and every Saturday. Do not miss it. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next year. No, we won't. We'll see you before next year right here on the Picks and Gravy, week number 7. let's see how you do. Not very many games this week. We'll report back next week and let you know how it goes. Till then, you know the drill. Make sure you eat your breakfast. Merry Christmas. Peace.